Okay, lads, welcome back to the podcast. And today this is so much cool fun, lads. We're going to review a couple of movies here that I seriously recommend to people. Now, if you're watching me on YouTube, obviously it's mainly men's content, right? That I'm on YouTube. But today we're kind of changing it up just a little bit here because today I'm talking about two movies that are in connection with dating. And really, I honestly think both men and women, even if you're in a relationship or you're not in a relationship, you gotta check these movies out. And here we go with the first one, Hitch. Imagine this, smooth, confident man knows exactly how to charm any girl he meets. But when it comes to the woman he falls for, he turns into a nervous wreck, man. And it's true, a lot of guys do. Sounds intriguing maybe, does it? That's the magic of Hitch, man. The romantic comedy that flips the script on what we expect from love, confidence, and the pursuit of happiness. Peter. Wow. Okay, lads, and this is a fun movie. I gotta say, it's a classic hangover Sunday movie, or even a Saturday, right? Or even if whatever you work during the weekdays or something. But classic, just you don't have to switch on your brain. You don't have to keep up tabs and track on every minute of the bloody movie, right? You just put it on. It can even be good background music for you. I mean, it's good. Like Will Smith, he plays Alex Hitch. And he's a professional dating coach. And he helps men, well, win the hearts of women with a perfect blend of charm and tactics. And when Hitch falls for a woman himself, things don't go according to plan. And he's faced with the ultimate challenge. How can a man who's a master of love be suddenly so clueless in the romantic life? I mean, it's true, lads. There's a lot of guys out there that are so good at charming women and stuff, but they're just rookies when it comes to actual dating and relationships. I mean, how can a man who's a master of love suddenly be so clueless? I've said this so many times. His perfectly crafted persona starts to unravel as he's struggling with vulnerability, as his relationships with the women he's interested in, it really gets put to the test. Okay, so let's give a bit of background. Let's paint the picture for you, lads. So Hitch's expertise, it lies in making men feel confident, right? Teaching them how to stand out, how to play the game, making them believe that they've got something to bring to the table when it comes to dating and relationships. He's smooth, clever, professional, treats a lot of his clients with respect. He's built a reputation on his ability to make any man irresistible, right? I mean, he's good. However, Hitch's personal life has been a mess. Sometimes he hides behind his cool, composed exterior. The contradiction between his work and personal life forms the heart of the story, creating tension and humor as the layers of his character peel back. And, okay, now, let's get into a little bit more detail. So, as Hitch navigates his feelings for Sarah in this movie, by the way, that's Eva Mendes, and whoo, she's hot, man. She's goddamn hot. She's unreal. Savvy gossip columnist, she is. Bit of a bitch, I gotta say, admit. The way she assumes things, you know what I mean? I see this every day on my dating profiles, lads. So many people assume the wrong thing of somebody and then they just go off on a tangent and bang. Crazy stuff. But Hitch starts to show his flaws, revealing that his methods are less about true connection and more about playing a part. And meanwhile, his client Albert, which he's quite funny actually, clumsy, awkward man, he begins to find unexpected success in his own relationship, right? The contrast between these two relationships, the polished, perfect, in quote, dating advice versus the real, raw human connections brings humor and heart to the story. And okay, bit of the climax here. I won't try and give anything away. The turning point comes really when Hitch carefully constructs world collapses, right? His advice backfires. Sarah finds out that Hitch has been coaching men to win her over. Betrayed and hurt, Sarah confronts him. Okay, and she does, like I said, she jumps to conclusions. She was getting brainwashed by other people. But I'll let you decide on that one. Maybe you'll disagree with me on that one. But Sarah confronts him and forcing him to question his own approach to love. So the master is almost now the the beginner. Okay? And it's in this vulnerable moment that we see Hitch, very human, vulnerable guy, stripped off his cool exterior, learning that the key to true love isn't about playing games, it's about being genuine. Now, to a degree, the guy actually is genuine in it. He's just extremely charming. But it's almost like he was too smooth. It's like he forgot that it's okay to feel vulnerable. Now, I'm not going to give it away here, lads, the ending here, but it is a good ending, okay? So don't worry, this isn't spoiler alert. But, I will say this, though. In the end, we do see Hitch. He realizes that authenticity is the key to a meaningful connection. And, he does try and win Sarah back. There's some vulnerable moments. There's some happy, sad moments in the movie. It's important to see how men behave in these scenarios. I mean, lads, I even said there in one of my other movie reviews that a lot of psychology in acting is real. In other words, like I've lived in LA for a few years, and lads, I know that writers, directors, producers, they actually do visit psychiatrists. They build a script. Then they're not sure of what way to go or how one of their main characters would react. So they'll actually go to a psychiatrist, sit down with them, have the hour session. And they're not getting therapy for themselves. They're getting therapy of the character, right? To make it more real. So that's why, it might sound like a broken record here, but that's why, a lot of us can relate to some characters in movies where you say, oh my God, that's me. Oh, lo, what have I been doing? I think we've all been there at one stage in our life, lads. But it's based on humanity. This is where these things come from. So I think it's a good one to, it shows the complexity, the vulnerability, the balance between confidence, balance between self-doubt, and the way social expectations can shape how men approach love, And by watching Hitch, we gain, I think, a deeper understanding of the emotional barriers men often face, breaking down stereotypes about masculinity and offering a fresh perspective on how to connect with others really in a meaningful way. I think it's a reminder that even the most confident men have insecurities,